So if you're just starting out and you need a way to just grind out some early runes, this is easily the best spot. Just head east from the first step Site of Grace, and then just follow my path up to the Waypoint Ruins. Once you head inside, you'll find a mini boss fight, but after clearing that out, you'll get a Site of Grace to reset the farm. From here, all you need to do is go outside and there will be a whole convoy of enemies to take down for easy runes. So most of the enemies are near enough one-hit kills. The giants won't be able to follow you to fight you, so you can easily just move in with your horse and then get out quickly. And once you've been to Caelid, you'll be able to buy the Rotten Breath incantation from the Dragon Altar, and this will clear out this area a lot faster. There are a couple of tough enemies on horseback that beginners might struggle with, and the giants could kill you easily if you don't have ranged attacks. So for this farm, you're looking at an average of 10 to 20,000 runes, and it will take between 2 to 5 minutes. Now, just before we get to the next one, here is the whole farm sped up. Okay, so I'd argue that this is the best rune farm for people just starting out, but some people have said it's a little too difficult for them. So maybe it's a little after beginner level. To get here from the first step Site of Grace, you just have to travel to Mistwood, to the third Church of Marika, and then in the bushes to the left is a teleporter. So just follow my path here. This will take you outside the Bestial Sanctum, then you've just got to ride down the hill to this Site of Grace. From here is where we start the beginner rune farm, where we take down the Vulgar Militia for 1200 runes a kill. Sneaking up on them and backstabbing them will easily get this done so much quicker. There are around 20 to 25 of these enemies scattered around, so doing one run of this will get you a lot early on. You can summon in a friend and then split up to get the farm done quicker, as you'll both get the full amount of runes. Then just kick your friend out and re-summon them in to do it all again. The enemies aren't too difficult to take down, even at lower levels. Just make sure you get the backstab animation perfect. So the enemies are in groups of 5 or 6 in some areas, and this can be frustrating for lower levels. if they don't have a friend with them. Fortunately, we do have a Discord with 7,500 players who would be more than happy to jump in and help. 1,200 runes a kill isn't the greatest if you're mid to late game, so you'll probably want something a little more substantial the further you get. So for this farm, you'll get around 25 to 75,000 runes, and it will take between 5 and 10 minutes. Now, just before we get to the next one, here is most of the farm sped up. I didn't do the whole thing because it would have gone on for a bit too long. For anyone that doesn't have the relic sword or access to the palace approach ledge, you'll most likely at least have access to Caelid. More importantly, Fort Farith. Here you can hit a dragon repeatedly with a weapon that causes blood loss, and eventually you'll take the dragon down and get a nice 70k runes. But what's even better here is that you can actually hop on your horse and speed back to the site of grace to stop the dragon from disappearing. You'll still get your runes and you'll be able to repeat the process. While doing this, you won't be attacked by anything. Even if you're level 1, you can still do big damage with a blood loss weapon, and 70k is a lot for early to mid-game players. The only con for this is you might be a bit too slow in resetting the dragon. Just make sure as soon as you see the dragon doing the dying animation, call your horse and immediately run to the site of grace. This farm will get you around 70k and will take 3 to 5 minutes. And as always, here's the full farm sped up.